What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Hojo Show with your boy Howard. What's going on, y'all? Listen, I'm sure everybody and their mama done seen this interview or clips of this interview that Damon Dash was on with Charlemagne the God and them, and he was going at it with Charlemagne. And I don't typically fool with Khia. I don't fool with her. But she decided, I guess, to finally get on Tamar's AWS and read the god dang shit out of her. And because I found it amusing, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all get into it right along with me. Now listen, if you're new here, kick off your shoes and get comfortable because we family, baby. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. And without further ado, y'all ready? Let's get it!
It's hard, it's so bad. Why is this so funny? Most of the things I don't wanna say. Just say it already. I won't be around while you chase. I got you know what I'm saying. You'll try to come back when you faint.
So, I have watched this interview with Damon Dash on the Breakfast Club, and this back and forth that him and Charlemagne went through so many times. And everything about this interview and majority of the back and forth that him and Charlemagne was having is a clear example of straight men that try to bully and demasculate other men when they either can't match their status as far as like where they are money wise, when they can't match they fly, as in how fly they are, when they can't get the type of females that they're getting and it bothers them. There's so many forms of demasculation that was all up and through in this interview and came out of it that it's just laughable and ridiculous at the same time. And honestly and truly, look at Charlemagne and how he responded throughout this entire back and forth. And this is a perfect example of what it feels like to get annihilated by a cancer. A cancer will literally say some of the most smooth, slick, and off the wall shit to you in the same breath that it will make you want to fight them. Like they don't even have to touch you. Cancer's mouth is so lethal to the point that it will make you want to fight them. I'm telling you. And Charlemagne does it well. He does it well. And he represents for the cancers. Right on. But listen, Damon Dash, you give bitter, broke down homie, like that made a bunch of bad decisions and you mad at the homeboy that made it because he made it and you didn't and you broke. So you just run around just spewing hatred and being bitter, like on the cool, like an auntie, like Charlemagne said, like an old auntie, talking about the streets. You 73 years old. The streets, sir, please. I didn't know that Damon Dash was this immature. I didn't know that. I'm being honest with you. I didn't know that. Like he came now with the intentions to try to just really just let Charlemagne have it. But to me, it just didn't work out because you got to have a slicker mouth than the cancer. That's just being honest. You got to. He didn't win this one. He looked more hurt and discombobulated. I'm finna go. I'm done talking. You a girl. Like, he looked more discombobulated than anything. He didn't even know what he was doing, how to keep operating. He just cuckoo. So we're going to stop right there. You did not post your teeth out of your mouth like that intentionally. Absolutely not. We are not going to do that. And y'all know I love a good receipt. So hold that thought right there while you telling this bold face, bald mouth lie. You was into it with 50 Cent going back and forth. And you was on live running your mouth and your dentures popped out. Then you came back after you seen how people was dragging you and
want to see if you're the real deal. See if I'm the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, oh God. Yeah, talk to him for a second.
What?
Just for a second.
Oh God.
Well, you're not saying nothing.
Look, so
you're not saying nothing. So download American. All right, that's okay.
He was running his mouth and them flippers jumped right out his damn gums while he's sitting here lying. You see that a girl, she got on there to try to camouflage. That's why she was like, oh my God, because she seen it. But it was too late because everybody else caught it. Then he came back and did this.
Okay, obviously, I feel like I need to address the teeth. First of all, shit is not dentures. These are my grills.
Let's be very clear. Talking about them not dentures, them your grills. Let's be 100. Them ghetto hood black dudes that have messed up teeth, they tend to do that when they got missing teeth and they don't want to go and get it fixed or they ain't got the money to get it fixed because the dentist can be real high. they go and get a grill, because when you go and get a grill, they have to do the mold. And when you go and get a grill, if you have missing teeth, wherever the mold is, like when your impressions get taken to the mold around that where you missing teeth, to where it'll look like you have teeth where you really don't, right? So it'll cover it up. So you can go get a $200-300 grill and put it if you missing teeth, and nobody would know unless they fly out like that. That's why niggas do that. Stop lying. Like, he capping.
I have to go get implants put in, because I have implants. And I got them 20 years ago. And every 20 years, you got to switch them out. So I have to do a surgery, pause, oral. And the fucked up shit is, once they do it, and yeah, so I'm going to show you a look. Okay? There you go. So that's what happened to Prince. But, you know, I thought it was hilarious. I ain't tried to edit it. I think it's good for jokes and shit. But yeah, they're not dentures.
You did not do that thinking it was joke. You only did that because people had already put it all over the internet, and you jumped on here to try to save face and act like you did it on purpose. Absolutely not, sir. You would have never did that. Not as cocky as you be acting. You would have never did that intentionally. Them are not dentures. That's a grill you bought to just put in place until you get your money up to go and get them implants. You missing your whole top row, sir. Please stop, Count Dracula. You know what I'm saying? Like, you speak like a 19-year-old, and you 79 years old, Damon Dash. Like, you really need to do some real deep soul searching, trying to insult and use these demasculating tactics that just was not working on Charlemagne. I'm sorry, at the end of the day, I feel like Charlemagne won that by a landslide. He ate you right on up, and I don't feel sorry for you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Looking at Damon Dash in this interview, it made me question something, and I don't know if y'all have asked the same question. It made me question something that I really need answers to. What the hell was Aaliyah thinking? You know, like, that was the last man she was with before she passed. What in the hell was Aaliyah thinking? Aiding a nigga like that. I mean, but I guess then too, Aaliyah was only like 21, 22, something like that when she died. So if he acted like this at 83 years old, imagine how he was 20-some years ago when he was with Aaliyah. Like, can y'all imagine that? What was she thinking? See, back in the day, we didn't have social media, so it was just like, we only seen like pictures. We never really heard him talk much. I didn't even hear him really talk until he was on that MTV, You Think You Know But You Have No Idea, MTV Diaries. I seen him talking, and then on the VH1 special after she died. But we didn't get all of this from them back in the day. So it just looked like, oh, he's an older guy. They a cute couple. They look, you know, he seemed so mature back then. Boy, was we wrong. Jesus Christ. Never judge a book by its cover, because that is a 97-year-old man trapped in a 12-year-old body. Somebody call the magic school bus for that clown. He is a clown. Words to the wise, Negroes, do not take notes after him. Don't ever be a Damon Dash, because you will get embarrassed, just like Charlemagne the God did his ash. I said ash, not the actual. I've been doing good. Now, y'all give me my grace. I've been doing good. All right. So we ain't really got to talk about too much else, because if y'all know Khia, y'all know she ain't letting nothing make it, and she go all the way in when she do decide to read somebody. So let's just get right into it, all right?
Girl, your spaced out ass is being charged with lying to the goddamn people. And the few little fans you have left to try to promote and tied and through ass album and a low budget non-acting ass tubing movie that we the black people or the saltine goddamn crackers is watching or gives a fuck about, ain't gonna watch or support, stream or buy. Cause you know we didn't want this or ask for this motherfucking shit at all. Tay girl. Trying to put on all this shit for to promote a tubing movie and a tied ass singer that isn't working. Setting Kokiana Dineva up for this bullshit that he or us knew shit about, because we don't care. We don't give a fuck about you. Tay, why you been tied through and done for, girl? Like, pretending to be hurt to sell music that isn't selling. Always doing shit to stay relevant when it isn't working. It's feeling like all your sisters' relationships and your marriages and engagements, bitch, because nobody wants you loud. Being crazy as a Betsy bug. For real happens to your real bipolar schizo motherfucking ass. All we gonna do is scroll and gag and not look pay any attention to you. Now don't mind to clear this bullshit up, gag for it immediately. And letting your good Kokiana Judy get roasted by everybody. Wasting our fucking time putting this tired ass, non-acting ass actors in this little tired ass tubing movie who, you know, never could act like your mammy in that tired ass flip wig she won't stop fucking wearing. We are not in the 70s no more, Miss E. You know what? We the people told me to roast you in that wig. You know, we'll get back to that wig chopper. Letting your mother still wear that same old hairstyle from the 70s gag order when she used to have some hair before your father cheated and left for a gallon of milk and never came back here. Being the baby of the family who's still dumb and clueless as fuck, thinking you got talent when you don't, still thinking that you can sing when you can't. I said, child, putting Vince in your little 2-bit movie still looking big as a motherfucking house, back wide as a whole sofa chair. Gag go to stressing him the fuck out that brought all that weight back that he was trying to lose. Looking stupid as hell laid up with Yandy's non-acting ass midget for and being out of order per usual. Girl, why are you trying to lay up and pretend to be acting with me, DC girl? What you got going on? Say, you know what? You a dumbass Pisces. You know, Yandy, Yankadoodle, Yandy is a dumbass. You know what, DC? You gotta die.
You know what's even crazy about this? And I'm talking about Khia reading her. What's crazy about this is the fact that all that mess that got kicked off on Celebrity Big Brother with Kandi and Tamar was going at it, that is what it stemmed from. It stemmed from that night that Tamar had invited the Queen's Court when the Queen's Court first started really becoming like a big thing with her and T.S. Madison. All that madness, that beefing, it stemmed from that night that Tamar invited them, trying to be messy, and Kandi and them shut T.S. Madison and Khia down from being able to go on stage. Because they was like, they been after they was talking about my homegirls and them, like, no, they not coming on our stage. And that is the issue, the beef that Tamar was expressing how she felt they did her when her and Kandi was arguing and going through all that at the Big Celebrity Big Brother. Only for years later, the same mess and person you was trying to speak up for and defend. That's the person that's reading the god dang shit out of you. Them jokes write themselves. Like, that has to be the biggest slap in the face. And I know Tamar be looking at stuff like this with Khia reading her and be feeling like shit. There's no way you cannot. There's no way. I mean, of course, Tamar tried to say there was other factors with, with Boy Down and them getting into it, but that was what it was deeply rooted in. It was deeply rooted in that one night that she tried to be messy and let Khia and Madison come on that stage, and they shut it down. And Tamar was in her feelings behind that. She was in her feelings with Kandi and them behind somebody that could care less, and years later still care less about her and how bad she read her. If that ain't a slap in the face, I don't know what is. Like, that's got to be a real live slap in the face. I don't feel sorry for Tamar, though. Y'all know I don't. I do not. And waiting on October, because I know she going to do something to make me read the shit out of her. So until then, I love y'all. Drop down in the comments. Tell me what y'all thought about this nice reading that Khia put on her. And tell me what y'all think about this ignorant fool and this back and forth that they had, him and Charlemagne the God. And I'm going to probably get back with y'all sometime later on. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. I love y'all. Peace.
Oh, babe, oh, babe, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Why is this so for me? Oh, yeah, just say, oh, babe, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Why is this so for me?